The purpose of my speech is to inform the audience of the history of the Ruthmere Museum. Elkhart, Indiana holds many historic treasures that tell stories of both strife and prosperity dated back to the mid-1800s. One of those treasures is the illustrious Ruthmere Museum, commissioned by the great Beardsley family. It was constructed in 1908 by the Chicago-trained architect E. Hill Turnock. To fully appreciate the significance of the Ruthmere Museum, one must first understand the origin of its birthplace, Elkhart, Indiana. In 1831, land was purchased at the junction of the St. Joseph and Elkhart rivers by Dr. Beardsley for $1,500 from the Indian chief Pierre Moran. This junction of land is said to resemble an elk's heart, giving Elkhart its name. Well known for building the first saw, paper, flour, and carding mills in the area, Dr. Beardsley was also responsible for bringing the Michigan Southern Railway to Elkhart, and also for donating land for the railway's machine shops. Because he was the only physician in the area, Dr. Beardsley decided to live and reside in Elkhart until his death. Albert R. and Elizabeth Beardsley were among some of Elkhart's most prestigious citizens. Albert, Dr. Beardsley's nephew, made his mark in Elkhart's history by establishing 7 local starch companies, all of which he was the president. Later, he joined Dr. Miles Medical Company, contributing greatly to its development and growth. Albert later married Elizabeth, who was the daughter of Silas Baldwin, another famous pioneer of Elkhart. She was known for her many charitable contributions and civic activities to Elkhart. She was also known as the Flag Lady for donating many flags to local schools in the area. She was also on the Elkhart Library Board of Trustees and is partially responsible for donating the first bookmobile. In 1908, Albert and Elizabeth together commissioned Chicago-trained architect E. Hill Turnock to begin construction of Ruthmere. The Ruthmere House was named after their daughter Ruth, who died in infancy. The Ruthmere House became home to many charitable events where the Beardsleys could entertain their friends and business associates in grand style. As a youth, E. Hill Turnock began his career as a pattern marker for the Lake Shore and Michigan Railroad. In 1890, after studying architecture in Chicago, E. Hill Turnock established his own practice and received commissions in Michigan, Illinois, and Indiana. One of these commissions was, of course, the Ruthmere House. In 1908, he began the construction of the Ruthmere House, designing the house in the French Beaux Arts style. On the interior, he included prairie-style elements. This elaborate mixture of designs set the Ruthmere House apart from houses of similar design and vintage. So over here, I have a few pictures of the house with different angles so you can see the beauty that E. Hill Turnock really captured in every detail of the house. Today, the Ruthmere House is a museum, having been completely restored inside and out to its original design. It was purchased by the Beardsley Foundation and restored for the express purpose of creating a museum for community and the region. It offers newer generations a glimpse into the life of the Beardsley family, as well as affluent exposure to architecture and art.